YouTube. It's Christine with Souls Arising, popping on to do some new moon messages for the different elements of the zodiac. So this message is for my water signs, so Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. If you're Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, you'll want to stick around for this one. You'll find your messages here. If you are an earth sign, air sign, or fire sign, pop over to my channel. You will find your messages over there. I will be doing one video for each of the 4 elements. So the new moon is tomorrow. New moons are often associated with new beginnings. I do feel that this new moon is sort of ushering in some things. I'm hearing relief. So for some of you, you might be feeling still like you're coming out of those energies that we just had with the last full moon, which was a pretty intense one. I also feel like my water signs have been through it this year and have been really, like the last few readings that I've done for you guys have been like a little bit, like you guys have been struggling a bit, or it's been a little bit of a challenge. And this new moon energy actually feels a little bit lighter for you, like as I'm tuning into it and I'm tapping into it. So, let's pull a few Queen of the Moon Oracle cards to start and tap a little bit more into what that is and what is allowing maybe some of this lighter energy to come in. All right, I'll show these to you in a minute. All right, so first, as I was prepping for this, I had gotten this message around water signs are, it's like you've been going through a process where you've been being shown your inner divinity, okay? And I keep hearing that song, it's like you're my mirror, okay? It's like you have been seeing the divine reflected in yourself, but I feel like that has been not the easiest process to come around to. And ultimately now you're reaching a point where you're feeling more in tune with your own inner divinity. You're beginning to really feel more fully connected to your spiritual nature and your own connection to the divine, to the universe around you. And this feels like a time of empowerment for you, of feeling really turned on, really tuned in. And this is allowing you to really like shine as your brightest self, okay? So after what has been maybe a challenging time that you've been going through, I feel like you're reaching this place. It's like you've gotten the prize at the end of the road. It's like where you've reached this point, all of that stuff was bringing you to this place where you could see your own beauty and see how divine you really are, to recognize that you are a child of God, that you are a part of God, and literally are God's feet and God's hands. So the cards, the first card that I got was the card of surrender. And I know a few of you probably just groaned, because surrender is not an easy lesson, right? It's a very big spiritual lesson. It's one of the more challenging ones. We got protection, power. I also just heard your wings are ready. So for some of you, that may be a more personal message around your wings are ready. So you're ready to fly. Maybe your transformation is finally complete. You're coming out of that cocoon and you are a full-fledged butterfly and ready to take off. Boundaries. And the unexpected. This card's been showing up a lot lately. I think it came up in one of the other readings I did today as well. That may have been like for the earth sign. So if you also have a placement, like if, let's say your sun sign is a water sign, but you have maybe your rising sign or your moon sign is an earth sign, you might want to pop over and watch my earth sign video, just because this card also popped up over there. So just tapping into this. I feel like you're actually coming out of a big lesson on surrender. That's why you're able to see your divinity. That's why you're feeling this deeper level of connectedness to God. It's because It's like you've opened up to your spiritual source in a really big way, almost like you had to open your heart up to source energy, to the divine, and allow it to come into you, allow it to flood into you and into your life in a more profound way maybe than it was before. So you may have always been a spiritual person or on a spiritual path, but recently you've had to come into more intimacy in your relationship or your connection to God, to the divine, and your own divine nature, and to really learn to surrender over to the universe. And that requires trust. That means that we have to know that we're protected no matter what is happening. We're fully protected and safe. You know, she's not even looking. She's in that little nest and she's not even looking where she's going. She doesn't even have clothes on, right? Like, she's completely naked, and yet she's not worried, right? This bird has her, and she knows that she can trust the sturdiness of this bird's wings to carry her wherever she needs to go. So there is a message here of surrendering to the knowledge that you are protected by the divine. And this knowledge, this surrender, and this understanding of feeling like fully protected and safe is actually the key that is allowing you now to step into a space of more personal power. Again, your wings are ready, right? This girl is like, she's not taking crap from anyone. This card, she's in her power. She feels bold. She feels courageous. She knows that she can take her next step because she's backed by the universe, right? You got God's protection. Nothing's touching you, okay? And then boundaries, again, nothing's touching you, all right? So it's like this has empowered you and allowed you to really set some boundaries where it's like, look, if this isn't serving me, I don't need it, because I trust that the universe will provide what I need, that we can let things go because we can trust and know that something better can come in for us and will come in for us. This knowledge is power. This divine connectedness is letting us completely shine as our true selves. And that means that we also feel that we can survive anything, and that means that we are able to handle even unexpected changes that might happen. And this, going with divine flow, has been coming up for everybody today, and I feel like this unexpected card is kind of a nod to that as well here in this read. It's like knowing that no matter what comes your way, whatever surprises, whatever bumps in the road you might encounter, or redirections, rerouting, that you can handle it. You can handle it. You've got this, right? And that through the, it's like, I keep hearing through the divine, through God who strengthens me. I keep getting these almost like Bible quotes, and I'm not a big Bible reader, okay? But it keeps coming in, so it may really resonate for some of you. That your faith has been like your backbone for a really long time. Your faith has been that thing that has gotten you through a lot of crap, a lot of really difficult or challenging times. All right, I'm going to pull a couple Moonology cards for you as well. See what we get here. I ended up pulling them by accident for the other elements that I did, and I feel like that's just what Spirit wanted, so we're just going to do it on purpose for you. All right, let's see, there should be one more, Spirit. Is that it? You only get one. All right, I think you only get one. All right, full moon in Aries. Cool your emotions. So in context of the rest of like what's been coming through already for this reading, I actually feel like this was the challenge that you maybe faced with the full moon, okay? This is a full moon card, right? Full moon in Aries. I feel like you're on the other side of this though, okay? Because just the way the rest of this reading is coming in, maybe a few of you are lingering a little bit with this, but I feel like majority are out of this or are coming out of it. You're almost to the other side of it. This is like the fire of your emotional energy. So this process has been maybe pushing you through some really difficult emotions. You may have had to face some things from the past in order to do this, or purge some really difficult emotions that you had around things you've been through or things that have happened to you. Maybe you went through some unexpected events in the past that were really challenging or deeply troublesome. They may have challenged your faith or may have caused you to doubt yourself or doubt your connection to the divine, or maybe you didn't always feel this. Maybe you didn't always feel protected or supported, right? But you're letting that go. And I feel like this, again, would have really come up for you guys with this last full moon, which was a really intense moon. So you may have been over the last few weeks really being pushed into some emotional territory to release those old, feelings that are just things that are done, like things in the past. I feel like you're done with this. You don't need to hold on to these emotions anymore. You just need to purge them and get them out. So if you're still going through that, be patient with yourself. Just let it out. It's not a bad thing. Don't feel like you failed or you're messing up because you're upset. It's okay. Sometimes we just got to feel what we feel about something, and that actually is the thing that allows us then to cut that cord to whatever that event or situation was that was really painful. And for some of you, like I said, that these may have been situations that were deeply painful or deeply difficult to go through. So honor that. Honor that. Your emotions are honoring it. They're helping you pay respect to that and the impact that it had on you. But we're coming to a place now where we're moving out of that. We're able to cut those ties and cut those cords to those situations and actually come into a space of deeper trust. So all that you went through was bringing you into a place of ever deepening trust and faith in the divine and in the universe and in the fact that you too are a part of that and that it can never be taken away from you. So we got some tarot coming out. I'm pulling some tarot cards for you guys just to see what else you need to know with this new moon energy. Yeah, I'm hearing that song again. It's like You're My Mirror. Yep. Okay. Yeah, these situations came in. These difficult situations that you went through, they were there to show you who you really are. They were the mirror. They were to help you dig off all the layers of mud and gunk and crap and come into a space of more awareness and connection to your true self, to your own divine self, to love that self more deeply, okay? We have King of Pentacles coming in now with the Five of Swords. I know this is maybe not a traditional way to read these two cards together, but I am hearing that this also has to do with maybe making tough decisions, or some of you having had to make some really tough decisions about things in your life. Three of Cups is celebration. Queen of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. I told you guys it's turning around, right? It's coming. It's looking good. We're moving in the right direction, water signs. And the Fool, new beginning. These are fantastic. Okay, really positive. All right, give me a minute. I just want to sit with this for a second and pick up a little bit more information intuitively. Some of you with this may have had to make decisions where you were forced to release or let go of something that represented safety or security to you. Okay. King of Pentacles is a very earth signy card. It's very stable and secure. It also has to do with resources and finances. So some of you may have been really pushed to throw caution to the wind and maybe around finances. So you might have had to take a risk or make an investment in something. Maybe you invested in a dream or a goal that you had for yourself in a big way. And I feel like with this Five of Swords, I just feel like she's like running away towards her dream. She's just like, I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anybody thinks. She's just like, I'm going for it. All right. And people maybe called you crazy or told you were making a bad move or a poor investment, but you believed in it and you did it anyway. And that's that trust in the divine. That's that trust in yourself. And it's going to pay off with the Three of Cups. Okay. And maybe you're already starting to see that. And if not, I feel like you're going to. So what the new moon, I feel like, is bringing in for you, it's like you're going to see evidence of this starting to pay off, and you're gonna feel like, yeah, that was the right thing for me, and I can trust it, and I can feel good about where the universe has been taking me, and where I've been going, where I've been guiding myself as well. And again, Queen of Pentacles, I got this with one of the other reads. It's like boss bench energy. Like, I'm like, yeah, I've got it. It's gonna pay off. She's confident here. Purple is the color of faith, the color of the crown chakra, and I'm totally being pulled to her purple dress in this picture. It's like she is so secure in who she is. She is so secure in her faith, and she knows that the money will come. She knows that the resources will come. She's gone through hell. Look at that like void behind her. She's walking out of that. Okay, so I do feel like this is confirmation for you water signs that those hard times are ending. You are walking in faith more fully and more deeply now, and you are moving into something better. And here comes the Wheel of Fortune to do it for you. So you have some good luck on the horizon. Something, this is like gift from the divine, a heavenly help coming in to reinforce this message, to help show you that you made the right choices, that you are on the right path, that you are moving in the right direction by stepping more fully into trust and faith. I'm being pulled to the what I feel like is either an eagle or a hawk up at the top of this card up here, and I'm really feeling with this, it's like in order to do this, it's like you had to really pull out and gain a higher perspective of your life. So if you were really focused in on the immediate situations that were painful, or the losses, or just looking at the unfoldment of this process, it might have at each step of the way sort of not felt as positive, or may have felt like you were making a mistake, or like things weren't going to go your way. But with this, I'm getting you needed to zoom out, or maybe right now you really need to zoom out. And I feel like this new moon, if you do need to zoom out, the new moon's going to help you do that. It's like, because it's going to show you more of the picture, like the big picture. So you may not have been able to see, you might have been kind of taking things one step at a time as you walked through this long process without really being able to see the true growth that you were making, the progress you were really making it from a bigger level or from a higher perspective. And you're going to gain that higher perspective, I feel like now, or you already have, where you're able to look back and see how all the pieces fit together, how everything that happened was moving you more deeply into faith, was showing you, being the mirror and showing you your divinity, helping you step into your power, step into self-love, feel completely safe and secure and provided for by God, okay? It's really powerful energy. You guys have been going through a powerful lesson with this. If you're watching this and this is resonating for you, that's not an easy lesson. Surrender is never an easy lesson to go through. And then we have the Fool, the beginning, new beginning. Freshness, you guys, freshness. It's like breath of fresh air. I mean, look at the colors on this card, all that pretty blue and pink. This is like feeling like, like I can relax. This is where I've been trying to get to. This is the thing that I was trying to reach. It's like now you can see it. It's there. It's coming in for you. But you had to go through the void to get to it. Like you really had to go through some stuff to get to this place. Let's pull just a few more oracle cards, or I'm sorry, tarot cards for you guys. Just a couple more tarot. See if we can get a little bit deeper level to this, or a little more specificity to this. All right. So remember that I mentioned for some of you that there was maybe a financial gamble that you had to go through as part of this. Is there one more card? Hold on, let me see if there's one more card, and I'll show you what's coming through here. All right, there's one more card. Oh, that's perfect. Awesome. Okay, so this may not be for all of you, but for those of you that maybe your finances were affected by this process, you know, when Spirit wants to push us deeper into faith, sometimes they rip away things that make us feel safe, or that make us feel secure, that we feel like we can trust in. You know, and the truth is that, you know, so many things in this earthly existence really truly can be ripped away from us at any time, but we have an illusion of control, or we have an illusion of safety and security that we place in them. And what you have been being pushed to do with this lesson that is coming through with this reading is to surrender all of that and to put your faith and your trust only in one place, and that's God. That's the higher power. That is the divine, that is source energy, and that is where your trust has, it's like you were moved into that. You were pushed into that in a big way. So for some of you, you may have been forced to let go of money, or forced out of a job, or forced out of something that made you feel productive or made you feel safe and secure. Pentacles aren't always money. Pentacles can also be, it can be finances and financial security, but it can be other things that make you feel secure or safe. Maybe a home that you really love that makes you feel safe, or maybe a job that you just have had for a really long time. It feels like comfort. It feels, you know, secure for you, and maybe it gets ripped out from under you, or you get laid off or something like that. Maybe it's a relationship, you know, it could be anything. That maybe gave you a sense of, you know, security, safety, familiarity. Also, I feel like you guys really had that wrenched out from under you. And the cards that come out, I'll show you. We have 8 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, oops, and then I got Justice and the Lovers. It could be lovers could be relationship for some of you, but I feel like with the Justice card coming up next to it, this might actually be talking about karma as well. For some of you, there may have been karmic lessons around this or wrapped up in this for you, like whatever you were just going through or whatever you had to let go of, remove. But I feel like the bigger message behind this is it's good karma coming back around or coming back in. Whatever's been removed coming back in for you now. So now that you've reached this point or this place of deeper trust and faith, it's like you get to be made whole again. So whatever was ripped away, whatever you had to give up, if you had to make a financial sacrifice in order to maybe follow that dream or to do something with this, trust that you will be made whole. Trust that the universe will provide for you whatever is needed. And you may have been really feeling stuck financially with some of this, or restricted with these two cards together, or feeling like good things were being withheld. Maybe you're even a little angry about that, or emotional about that, or a sense of unfairness about some of the things you were asked to walk away or give up. Maybe the way situations unfolded was unfair or wasn't right, and you might be kind of hung up on that. With the 8 of Swords is sort of like we can be really stuck in that, but she's also blindfolded here. Like she's not seeing the whole picture, and that's what I was getting with that Wheel of Fortune above, was maybe we didn't see the whole picture yet, and maybe you still don't, and that's okay, because I feel like the new moon energy that's coming in is going to help you to see more of this. It's like a revealing energy for you guys. It's like ripping off the veil. It's showing you what's been being worked out within you this whole time, that everything that was happening, what felt like it was happening to you, was really happening for you, that these things that have been unfolding were ultimately being worked in your best interest, okay, and to take you into this deeper trust and faith. With 5 of Cups, again, that feeling disappointed, feeling like bummed out, feeling like nothing works out for me. Why is all this bad luck happening? Why do I have to go through all this like horrible stuff? But now, what do we get? We get justice. We get justice, right? Happiness coming back in. We've made good choices, and we're gonna get rewards for that. We're gonna get the good karma that we are deserving coming in for that. And let's pull. I want to pull like 2 more cards for you guys with this, with Justice and the Lovers coming out together. Let's see what we get. Oh yeah, I knew the Sun was there. I just felt that Sun energy with this. Look, so we have the Sun and the 7 of Wands. You're on the other side of it. You're on the other side of it, even if you don't see it yet. Okay, so the 7 of Wands is like, see, she doesn't have to fight anymore. She's won. You know, she's won the war, but she doesn't maybe know it yet in a lot of tarot decks. So in this one, she's kind of looking up, so she's starting to see it. So maybe you are starting to see it, or you're going to start seeing it with this new moon. In traditional tarot, a lot of times, like, the person has won, but they're just still focused on all the energies that are being, you know, directed at them or pointed at them. You know, the conflicts that they feel like they're still facing, but they don't realize that all they have to do is turn and walk away because it's over. Okay. So this is like the sun is coming out, and if you haven't seen it yet, you're going to see it really soon. You are coming to the other side of this, what I feel like has been for some of you a really long cycle, a really difficult and trying cycle of just feeling like things got wrenched away from you, or like you went through unplanned or unexpected events that were not what you wanted, that were designed to move you into a space of being really in your power, of being really rock solid with your boundaries, and really rock solid in your faith, and understanding that you are divine and that you are here to shine completely in your energy. So all of this was just making you so solid and so firmly grounded and rooted in the depths of who you truly are, so that you can be all that you came here to be. And you're going to see that start showing up for you now. You're going to really start to feel that as we move through the new moon. And so that's really exciting and amazing energy for you guys. And really happy to hear it, because I know for water signs, like I said, the last few reads have been a little bit challenging, or we were kind of stuck in resistance and some of that. So this seems to me like a really good sign that we're moving through that resistance. We've released some of that emotional energy with the full moon. We've released some of the resistance maybe that was cropping up or being shown to us with the full moon. And now we're tuning more into that inner divinity and power. So those are your messages, water signs. Hope these find you well. If you liked this video, please hit the like button, because it does help the video get out to more people who may need it and benefit from seeing it. Subscribe to my channel in order to receive notification when I have new content out. And if you are interested in booking a personal or private reading with me, you can do that. I will have my website linked below in the description box, and you'll find all the details on the services that I offer, the pricing, and how to schedule there on my website. Also, the card decks that I was using will be linked in the description box as well. Take care, guys. Have a good one, and happy new moon. Bye.